Hello， 大家好 ，Welcome to 双语成语 Bilingual Chinese Idioms. I'm 徐老师
And I'm Lucy. Okay, so 老师, what idiom are we going to look at today?
In this episode, we are going to talk about the story of the fox and the tiger. 狐假虎威
The tiger who what?
No, not the English word who. It's the Chinese word who. I know, it sounds like a tongue twister, right? Let's say it again. 狐假虎威
So that's 狐假虎威.
Excellent.
I'm not sure about everybody else, but I'm a bit lost still. Okay, so let me get this straight. So there's two who's. Are they both the same?
Not quite. The first one is who, the fox. In a rising tone, have a go. Who.
So that's who.
Good job. And the second one is who, the tiger. It is in falling and a rising tone. Who.
So that's who, as in the tiger.
Well done. But don't worry too much about the pronunciation because in modern Chinese, a noun normally has two characters. So a fox is 狐狸 and a tiger, 老虎.
Okay, so that's a lot easier. So what's the story 狐假虎威 actually about?
The story was written over 2,000 years ago and it tells the story of a fox that tricks a tiger into believing that all the animals in the forest are afraid of him instead of the tiger, and how he uses the tiger's commanding presence as his own.
You know, now that you mention it, the story reminds me a bit of the children's book called The Gruffalo. It's one of my favorites.
Indeed, there are a lot of similarities between the Gruffalo and the 狐假虎威. I would say 狐假虎威 is the original version of the Gruffalo.
Oh, that's so interesting. Okay, so I can't wait to hear the story now.
Are you ready to tell the story with me?
I am indeed. Let's crack on.
狐假虎威
The Fox and the Tiger.
森林里有一只老虎在找东西吃
In the forest, there was a tiger looking for something to eat.
一只狐狸也在找东西吃
There was also a fox searching for food.
一阵风吹过来狐狸一抬头看到老虎大大的嘴巴吓得发抖
A gust of wind came blowing, and the fox raised its head only to see the enormous mouth of a tiger. He trembled with fear.
但是他告诉自己冷静冷静
But he told himself, calm down, calm down.
老虎说小狐狸你看起来很好吃
The tiger said, Little fox, you look so nice and tasty.
你不敢吃我狐狸说
You wouldn't dare eat me, the fox said.
为什么我不敢吃你呢
And why wouldn't I dare eat you?
昨晚天帝命我做百兽之王你今天吃我天帝会把你天打雷劈
Last night, I was named the king of beasts by God, and if you eat me today, God will strike you down with lightning.
别骗我了老虎磨磨牙齿嘴巴张得大大的
Don't fool me, the tiger ground its teeth, making its mouth look even bigger.
不相信的话我们可以在森林里走一圈
If you don't believe me, we can take a stroll around the forest.
我走在前面你走在后面你就知道大家有多怕我了狐狸说
I'll walk in front and you behind, then you'll know how much the other animals fear me, the fox said.
老虎答应了
The tiger agreed.
狐狸大方地走在前面老虎威风地走在后面
The fox walked confidently in front while the tiger followed behind him with a commanding presence.
森林里所有的动物看到老虎时都吓得跑掉了老虎以为大家都怕小狐狸
Upon seeing the tiger, all of the animals in the forest ran away in fear, but the tiger thought that they were all scared of the fox.
小狐狸快快乐乐地回家而老虎继续找东西吃
The tiger continued looking for food while the fox happily returned home. That's the end of the story for this one, guys. Okay, so wow, I have to say, the fox is very cunning. So, let me guess, does the idiom actually praise the fox for being so smart?
I'm afraid not. Though the fox outsmarts the tiger in the story, he achieved his victory through deceiving his opponent. And because the behavior is not heroic, is not applauded, The character of fox is used to describe someone who is good at leveraging the influence or power of a third party to intimidate others for their own benefit.
Oh, I see. Okay, so in that case, it's actually quite a negative thing to say to somebody that you are 狐假虎威, right? Definitely not something to boast about. If that's the case, in what kind of situation would we use this in?
At home, when your parents are away and your big brother tries to boss you around as if he has all the parental authority, I would call him 狐假虎威. In a broader context, when someone who has an influential family member or relative and they behave as though they share the same authority or entitlement, I will call them 狐假虎威.
Ah, I see. So the next time my brother bosses me around while my parents are away, I could say to him, 不要狐假虎威.
Exactly. Or when a good friend of your manager behaves as if he were the manager, you can call him 狐假虎威. Well, maybe not in front of his face.
Definitely not, but I think behind his back might be okay.
Agreed. Lucy, is there any similar English expressions like 狐假虎威?
Although we don't have a direct translation in English, I guess you can also think of this like when people say in English, he has friends in high places or has powerful connections. In this context, it's implied that the person being spoken about has also used the influence or power of a third party to their own advantage.
Interesting. Do you happen to have any powerful connections?
Not as far as I know, but maybe I should check with my mum and get back to you on that one. If I do, I promise you I won't 狐假虎威.
I'm sure you won't 狐假虎威.
Now, before you guys go anywhere, we'd just like you, our beloved audience, to know that we'd love to hear from you too. Whether you have a burning question that you'd like to ask about Chengyu or translation, or even if you'd like to have a go at translating our Chengyu yourself. Who knows? Perhaps you even have a better one than us. If so, go ahead and leave us a comment down below to let us know. Well, that's it from us, and once again, we'd like to thank you for staying with us until now. Thank you so much, and see you next time. Bye!
谢谢大家。